Well, you have a very interesting career. Could you tell me about that?
Well, yes, I am a bubble performer. So I take regular
Okay.
soap bubbles and create really intricate and interesting effects.
Oh, really? How did you get into this?
Well, I started out with magic when I was around 9 years old. I got a magic kit for my birthday, and I just fell in love with it, and I wanted something unique. And I was doing a magic trick where I'd catch bubbles out of the air and juggle them. And my dad, he saw me do that, and he told me about a man that he saw back in the early 80s on Johnny Carson. His name was Tom Noddy, and he was doing really cool things with bubbles, and I was so amazed by what he was doing that inspired me to develop my own bubble routine.
Really?
Yeah, no, it
Would
was
you
really
say
interesting.
Would you say this man you saw on TV, he's like your inspiration for what you do?
Absolutely. Everything that I do comes from something that he started, and I have created things on my own as well, but he was a huge influence.
So, what do you enjoy about bubble blowing?
Well, I like seeing the reactions from people. It's such a unique thing that when I do it, just to see people amazed and laugh, and it's really cool to see that as an artist, how people respond to what I'm doing.
It's very interesting. Do you have any kind of favorite little trick that you do?
Well, I'd say my favorite effect is one called the tornado, and that's where I put smoke inside of a bubble, but it hovers at the bottom, and I open a little window at the top of the bubble with a wand, and that actually swirls around and creates this tornado inside of the bubble, and it has to be one of my favorites. I also like one called the merry-go-round, where it's a series of bubbles around another bubble that spin, and it's really cool. It's so unique, and I encourage people to look at my website, spearsbyblaise.com, and find me on YouTube as well to see some of these things, because it's hard to describe. It's so different. It's easier to find it online and visualize it.
So, my sources tell me that you have performed at Mosey. Could you tell me about that?
Yes, that was August of 2015. I did 4 shows. They were all sold out. And it was a big opportunity for me. It was our first stage show, and we put it on, and it was really successful. So many people came out and supported it, and it was really nice to see all those people. And it was so cool just to do a larger stage show. Other than that, I hadn't had a thing large up to that point, and it was really neat.
So, after this, what do you think your next big step career-wise is going to be?
Well, I have a lot of events on the books right now. I mean, since then, I've come a long way. I do shows now for thousands of people, and have done several television appearances, and I just predict that will continue to grow. I mean, in the last 4 or 5 years that I've been doing this professionally, it has skyrocketed, and it's unbelievable to watch the growth. And I can't wait to see where it comes. And I really have no clue. That's the great thing about it, is every day it's something different. And I never get bored with it, never get tired, because it's always changing, always evolving.
So, do you think if you could have changed anything you did, would you?
I don't think so. I think I'm very pleased with the way things have gone, and maybe hindsight on some of the bubble effects. I mean, it was difficult to learn. I didn't have a lot of sources, and then I've recently discovered ways of learning, and it's just constantly growing, and I don't think I would change anything. It's all been very positive.